I hosted the Capcom Online Showcase for TGS. I got asked by Twitch Gaming. They were like, hey, you want to go host this? The show started at 6:45 my time. And I knew that there was going to be some Street Fighter news here, right? Because like they said there's going to be some Street Fighter, there's going to be some Monster Hunter, there's going to be some Resident Evil. But my expectations were like a little low. I was like, you know, there's another conference the next day, so they'll probably have like a little bit of news, but I wasn't expecting a ton. There is so much. It's Nakayama-san. He's the director, sweetheart. Really awesome to see him on here. But look, like there was 26 minutes of this like 45-minute showcase already. Street Fighter starts and Street Fighter just keeps going. Like, it goes until the end. Dude, this trailer to start is out of control. I was freaking out when I was watching this. It was just me and like this call alone. So I was just vibing. As soon as I heard that noise, by the way, pick up the construction hand. This is so cool too. So they show off Ken in the beginning, right? We knew that there was going to be customizable characters, right? That you can make your own characters. And Luke says the line.
Hey, you're photogenic. Again, you can call me Luke. We're just coach.
So Luke is like your dude that's going to walk you through everything in the city. And he's your coach. Who's, you know, you're a genetic freak of nature trying to kill everybody in Street Fighter 6 and he's got you covered. Even just to start, I was getting hype as hell because like the world looks so tight. There's the Hagar Stadium and then it goes to the Masters building, right? We got a little bit of news about Ken also in his story, by the way. Like, look at all these locations are all so cool. Drippin' Style. You go into Drippin' Style, get some new clothes. And dude, does the yoga teleport to get across that and then throwing Hadoukens at the cans? You just fucking spinning bird kick across like the fucking rooftops in Chinatown? Like, this is what you're just doing? All right. Fuck it. Like, if you want a spinning bird kick from rooftop to rooftop, you can. And this lady is just doing a Blanca electricity in the middle of nowhere. You walk up to this NPC and they have all the movesets of the characters. So Pantheon has like, you know, whatever moveset he's gonna have, right? And you just fight against him. And like all these other characters will have moves from all these different fighters in the game. So you can like build a character based on all this. It's so cool. This looks like a beat 'em up mode in the subway. You're fighting multiple characters, right? And then they show him leveling up. He's training with Chun-Li. So good. I love this. What up, Sam?
Street Fighter.
I mean, at this rate, you can add whoever you want. I'll learn his style. Look at Ryu pissed off in the background that you didn't choose to learn from him. Look at this. Going around and being like, what up, Dalsum? I want your yoga fire, and I want this spinning bird kick, and I want this, and that. Like, it's... Yeah, this is cool. A little Dalsum action. Honda, Blanca, Dalsum, and Ken are the characters they showed off in this. The characters look so cool, by the way. The gameplay has so much stuff.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
So the cool thing about Ken is that he has a much bigger focus on his kicks now, right? Different versions of his kick special move that have different follow-ups. That's Dalsum heavy punch, forward throw. That's the Blanca, I assume it's an overhead. Air throw probably. Heavy punch, and then that's the standing medium heavy kick target combo that Honda has in Street Fighter 5, right? Yoga Flame. Ochio. These are air rolling and ground rolling. That's the back medium punch, heavy punch target combo, Tatsu. Then Dalsum has air fireball diagonally into teleport, heavy punch, back medium punch, Yoga Flame. This is cool too. You can summon a little Blanca-chan and then electricity like lights it up, right? And then you do a little hot mix up on the other side. Yeah, it's like mini foul. Ken Super. I think the characters look pretty solid too. Dude, look at this shit. He does a full screen standing heavy kick. Drive rush. So he gets the dash forward and then do whatever combo he wants after. Nah, bro, I'm good. I don't need this dude to be kicking me that far away and confirming into all this shit. I'm good. You don't have to put that in there. Yeah, Honda has a new launcher too. I don't think that was in the game before. That was the V skill launcher that Blanca has in Street Fighter 5, right? He has like this stance, right, that he can do that has different follow-ups. So this is like the V skill into launch, into super, and then the bull. This shit looks funny. So they showed this off. This is extreme mode. They talk about this later. They added Tekken Ball. They have all these different like modifiers you can have. It's like goofy. There's a bull that comes out of nowhere and hits you. There's like this explosive ball that like flies around the screen. There's electricity shit. It's like all kinds of random gimmicks that you can add to the match. Your little dude is playing in the mode. He's getting hype. This is what I think. Remember when we were talking about ArcSys lobbies forever ago, and how like the lobby itself is fine if it's functional. As long as you can just hit the play button and play people, and getting in against other people is easy. This is like the same idea, but with like way more money and much fancier, and looks like it will be much better. You have the same thing where you can sit down on the cab and play people. And they said obviously it's supposed to be an arcade feeling. They have tournament modes in the game. How do you navigate with an arcade stick? You just use the joystick to move around. That's it. Just hit up is forward, right? Supers look cool. Remember, like, man, Ken looks cool. I think Ken's fire effects look cool again. Bow, bow, bow. Can't go wrong. There's a lot of good throwbacks in here. I think this game has so much like juicy old references and ideas from Street Fighter, and then lots of like modernization that's more fun for people. Yeah, it's not quite a car. It's the fucking semi, but you get the idea. That's what the PS4 version is gonna look like? Yeah, probably. Look at my dude Dawson taunting from that far away. Nasty character. The fact that they showed his normals drive rush cancelable into combos is so scary, by the way. He also has grounded yoga fire. So his regular fireball is horizontal, and his EX fireball is the bouncing. It's like his V skill buff fireball from Street Fighter 5. And he also has air fireball. They showed this as well into teleport for combos and stuff like that. His drill is back. He dives with his head instead of his legs. That is also interesting, the anti-air yoga flame. I hope that Dawson players have the anti-air with an input instead of crouching medium punch. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. They close their eyes and they're mashing medium kick, and then they're like, oh, he's in the air, crouching medium punch. I'm sick of this shit. I hope you have to use an input now. I'm sick of it, even though they already showed back medium punch. Yeah, catastrophe. Dawson looks cool. He animates like in a very funny, cool way. Target combo. They showed a lot of the target combos he has from Street Fighter 5. That's the clap, right? The V skill. Front throw. Power up. That was the V skill power up in the last game to let you combo off the hands. See? A lot of the V skills are regular moves now, right? He's got a little launcher that he can do into butt slam. They showed off that Blanca has his V skill launcher earlier. So that's also something that's a V skill before. Now it's a special move. That is a big snake in the background. Yeah, this is, I'm assuming, Blanca's stage. His new story is that he's a tour guide. Like, that's so funny. It's a good story for him. Blanca ball plus the kick version, the rolling. Pretty cool. Or Tomo Brad, what up? Electricity, air rolling. This is cool. The fact that you can light it up and then get mix-ups off of the Blanca-chan doll, I'm a big fan. There's Ken. He's in hiding right now.
Oh, you're a Sajam fan now?
I like his new story. Thanks right now for the prime, by the way. All the rumors about Ken and his story are so funny. Oh, the classic back throw that goes half screen. Yeah, he has this new kick special move that like it looks like it has different follow-ups from it. Pretty interesting. They made him a little bit more focused on that, I think. I think this is one of the coolest parts about him in the last game, though. All of his flame effects when he was doing all of his kicks, like his Tatsus, especially his V-trigger Tatsus, were really cool. I'm happy that they leaned back into this. And he has the super back, too, instead of just having Shinryuken. His Jinrai kick. That's back medium punch heavy into, I'm guessing, one of the versions. EX version side swaps, lets him get an uppercut. This mode is also really goofy and silly. I think Street Fighter's doing a great job of doing this more. This game, they have a lot of silly modes and silly things like this, and like the character customization, and like the, you know, break a car and Ryu combos a DP off the bull that kills you. Like, yeah, this is good for people who are looking for something goofy to do that's not just like play the video game against the opponent and lose or win. I'm with you on that. I'm trying to vibe and do a little bit of mashing sometimes. Commentator pack. This is like, to me, this is their quote unquote like safe, you know, commentator, right? This is like very exciting. He's easy to listen to. He has like a nice projection, right? This is the easy, you know, but he's buttoned up. He's not, Aru is like very like expressive and like big and wild. This is like you're like, you know, you're very easy to listen to, straightforward, gets the job done commentator. Okay, when I saw this commentator, I didn't know who he was. Apparently this is a sumo commentator, is that correct? I wonder if they're gonna do this kind of stuff for all the languages. Yeah, I think everybody's saying the most obvious one, which is Kenny Omega, or like a wrestler. Lupe Fiasco pack, I'm down. Put him in. That laugh is out of control. He's got that crouching heavy punch back too. This is a character as a demon. I hope Dawson sucks. I'm not here to fight against this character and him be good. I want some Spanish commentary and like, where's some French, some Spanish, you know, like let's start rolling out some other languages, right? I like that you're all like, when's the Sajam pack? If I get the email, I'll head on down and record my lines any day. Yeah, Drive Impact was interesting. The Drive Impact clash, maybe it's a little bit more lenient now and they clash more often. So it's not just like late drive rush or drive impacting all over the place. This mode looks so goofy. The customization seems ridiculous, by the way. Like there's so much. There's Luke in the background for reference, right? Like, look, are you taller than Luke? I'm there. It's me. And then the hair color. This feature is wild. I bleached my hair when I was a wrestler because like the rule was if you made it to CIF, which is like the playoffs, right? Basically, you bleached your hair. So I bleached my hair and it looked like this. There was like a straight line where the bleach happened. I'm like, this looks bad, right? And then they did color mixing to make the ombre. And I was like, oh, that is cool. Look at this, dude. This guy is built diff in many ways. I love that it says built, shredded, or soft. These are like how I prefer my tacos. This is so cool. I like that he had his stats up there, by the way. He's got his Luke, look at this, Luke rank 20. That defense lacking, you gotta bring that bad boy up. They didn't pay 70 bucks to block, they paid 70 bucks to fight Pantheon to the death. Look at this lady somersault. And that dude just has Jury's DP. You mean Liam? Yeah, my dude Liam. This guy's straight up Dawson. It's especially cool because when I play Strive, like my avatar is just me. It's like a little doobie that's me, right? And Tasty Steve, I talked to him about this. And he's like, dude, I saw your avatar and I just knew it was you. It doesn't matter what your name is. I'm like, there he is. That's Sajam right there. I can tell. And this game is going to be the same way. Imagine if like you're just walking around and you're like, is that Punk? There's like this gigantic freak of nature. He's 8 feet tall. You're like, Maximilian? Is that him? Yeah, everybody's not going to be able to tell. They're going to think it's me. They're just going to be like, dude, I saw you at the Battle Hub last night. I'm like, no, sorry about that, Chief. That was not me. I was not at the Battle Hub. This mode is cool. I think it's like, when we talk about the Arc System Works lobbies and how they're stinky, the main problem is the functionality is so bad. The idea can work if it's fine. Later on, they also showed that there are, what's it called? There is just matchmaking as well. I think it's like right after this. Online tournaments are cool too, especially if like you get prizes or something for playing in the tournament, or if you have like just participating. You don't have to win, but like if there's stuff just for playing. This is also really cool, by the way. This like sitting down in the cabinets in the Battle Hub and playing random Street Fighter games It would be really cool if you could play these games, like, first of all, online with other people. But second of all, if you could like play them while you search for a match or something. They showed earlier on in the trailer on one of these things where it said like, oh, like it showed Cody Guy and Hagar for Final Fight. If there's like, you can go in there and play Final Fight or all these other things. That's like really cool if you can just like walk in and it's literally like an arcade. You just pop over and like play random games with people, whether it's fighting games or beat 'em ups or whatever. That has the arcade feeling even more, especially if it's like non-fighting games kind of, right? Yeah, and somebody said like it's a limited time, but right there it just said free play. Yeah, this is cool either way. I hope that this is playable online, and if it's not, then that's a shame, but I also hope that there's. I'm assuming you can take these photos and use these also as like your player card or something, which is cool, by the way. But even if it's not online, I hope you can matchmake during it. They also showed this screen. This screen is very important, right? Because ranked matches on, casual matches off, like etc. This is just the matchmaking, play against other people. Yeah, it is basically the Street Fighter V settings. The thing about Street Fighter V is that the way CFN works is, I think, best in class in regards to information that you have on there and looking at replays for people and looking up stuff about them and all that kind of stuff. Like everything that CFN has functionality wise is super good, right? The problem is that the net play is not the greatest. And then the bigger problem is that the lobbies are kind of stinky. In this day and age, I think if your lobby does not support like multiple simultaneous matches, I think that's an important thing to have. I'm assuming the Battle Hub probably will have some kind of lobby mode or like smaller area with less people. But yeah, I hope it works well. I think all of these lobby modes, whether it's the Strive one or this one or any of the 3D lobbies or 2D lobbies that other games have done, they're all fine as long as they work. This is like, this Battle Hub is very, very cool. I'm a big fan of this, as long as it works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna fucking be pissed. This was, okay, I was like, all right, Capcom, you had me, but what are you doing? I can join a boy band? Like, I don't know what this means, right? They lost me at this. Until it said like October 7th, I was like, oh shit, is this gonna be playable? Yeah, closed beta test, October 7th. And they show all the modes, right? So it's crossplay on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X or S, and Steam. Holy shit, you do love to see it. There is none of the World Tour modes, the single player stuff. I'm assuming it will have the character customization in it, right? You need to make an avatar to go into the Battle Hub. Yeah, so registration is up. The website is slammed, if you guys don't know. They've said, hey, it's not first come, first serve. If you sign up, you know, you're in the same lottery as everybody else. So if the website's slammed when you try to look at it, keep trying and you'll get in later. Don't worry about it. This is awesome. Registration's open until September 30th. Yeah, you guys have 2 weeks to get over there. I would just do it today or tomorrow. The playable characters are Luke, Jamie, Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, Kimberly, Juri, and Ken. I had thought about like, you know, I think there were some offers for like Capcom creators to go and like try the current build and stuff. But for me, I had already agreed to do this Tokyo Game Show stream instead. So I am, of course, excited to try the new build. I have only played the build that most people have played, which is like the Evo build. I had to decide which seemed better, hosting the show or going to record gameplay footage when everybody else is going to record gameplay footage. And I was like, And now that the beta is in literally a month, I'm like also, less than a month, I'm also like, well, I didn't think they were just going to be like, all right, fuck it, here's 4 characters. But it does make sense because the characters they announced are like World Warrior characters that have been in the franchise for forever. They're kind of expected to be in the video game. Like, oh my God, Ken is in Street Fighter. Like, come on, we all like, you know, they got them all out of the way. They're like, all right, here's Blanca, Honda, Dalsum, and Ken. Like, you guys know these are going to be in the video game. Let's get through these so that we can get to the new shiny or surprising characters for the rest. Blanca, Honda, Guile were all DLC in Street Fighter V, actually. Honda's only been in the game for like 2 years. Yeah, Tekken, every game is like this. Every fighting game, like the launch roster is like, okay, there's like 16, it's not so bad. And then suddenly the game ends with like 40 or 50 characters. And you're like, what the? If they show a newcomer tomorrow, I'd be pretty interested to see a newcomer. What dropping Ono does to a motherfucker, you know, look what happened. All of a sudden, everything is just so different. This package of a game looks excellent. There's a lot of good stuff in there, right? All right, so this is all the characters in the game. Let's just go through, right? Let's go through. We got Luke. There he is. We got Kimberly. This is Mimi? Is that who this is? This is Marissa? Okay, Marissa. Got it. Oh, I guess there is a signature here. That's true.
Is it money, authority?
This character, he gets shown off very briefly, right? We only see him for like a second. JP looks cool. He's like, yeah, the concept art for him was very cool. Gandalf. Yeah, he looks tight. This is Mimi, right? Or am I wrong about this? Is this somebody else? Every character is Mimi. Manon, maybe? That's KDA Evelyn. That is correct. Yeah, okay.
A ton of likes. Okay. Let's keep it simple.
We know about Jamie, so we don't have to stop for him. Zangief. Yeah, we knew Geef was probably going to be in the game. He's the last World Warrior. Dude, I was pretty hyped when I saw how cool he looked. Yeah, this character is tight. DJ's cool. And then that is Lily. Yeah, Lily. I don't know exactly what her fighting style is going to be like. Supposedly, she's the tiny hawk. T-Hawk. Guile. Cammy, Chun, Ken.
They're using their fists and
Juri Honda. I guess we should look at the Cammy art real quick. Yep, that's her.
you still got folks out there using their fists.
These are all the classic
and
characters,
eyes
like characters we already know about. Dalsum Ryu.
Yeah, I hear you.
Nothing
man.
fancy, right? We already know about most of
We're
these
all
characters,
a
so we're
bunch of
cool.
fools, but you know,
We gotta talk about the new
you wanna
characters.
know
That's
about
what's
strength,
exciting,
you
right?
just gotta get to it. We fighting fools are all.
So then they showed this at the end. This is like the launch roster of the game. Cool that we got to see this. 18 characters on launch roster, by the way. I was like looking at this roster and I was like, I actually don't know who I'm gonna play. My guess is I will try Juri. I'll probably try JP. Of all the characters I've played, I think Jamie is really fun. I'll try Chun again because Chun is fun. I'm curious about Lily, whether she's a grappler or not. And also that the French character, she is supposed to be like people compared her to Abel. I used to play a lot of Abel. And if she's cool and she has some of his moves, I mean, I might play her too. I wonder what JP's playstyle is though. If he's like big and slow and doesn't have good buttons, I'm out of there. This guy Ken, his hair is looking some kind of way, I gotta say. It's much better than Street Fighter V Ken for sure. It's funny to look at them side by side. Man, Blanca looks wild in this game too. Blanca could have looked so bad, by the way. I'm kind of surprised that in game he looks fine. Like I was a little worried he was gonna look terrible. Kens are very scary, by the way, I gotta say. Kens are like, he frightens me. He is definitely going through it. The red arrows with Blanca's face, just like the second one here, like, oh my, you'll never believe this one simple trick. The target combos, like the new target combos or target combos from the old game that are back and slightly different now is pretty cool, I think. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That'll probably be a big thing against this character, right? Is that you can parry Blanca Ball by just holding it. So he's going to do shallow Blanca Ball to bait parry a lot. That's probably like the idea. Yeah, I don't know if they said what the electricity input is, did they? Is it a mash? Well, you can throw the doll that far?
Playing with a classic type.
Oh, he just parried both. Are they going to show off Honda and Sim? Yeah, here we go. Whoa, look at this Dalsum art. He looks really cool. His animations are like wild. Whoa, look at that walk. Holy shit. Yoga Flame, fast and slow, right? Yeah, it's probably light and heavy. Oh yeah, they said you can hold it, right? Okay, and then yeah, he has both by default? Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Edmund Honda. I love the shine, like the ray of light. Oh, he's got like a sumo walk special move. Oh yeah, they showed this. This is a launcher. He can combo like butt slam after. It's pretty cool, right? These characters, they look great. I mean, these are classic characters. So it's not surprising. Well, he spent the EX. I wonder if that's actually like it has armor or something maybe. Dude, I feel like Dalsum is melting. I feel like his life is, yeah, exactly. I feel like his life is just gone. Oh, not in range to throw. Wow, his drive impact looks pretty cool. This is so cool, by the way. They showed this on training mode or on Twitter as well. This is anti-air practice. It's like automatically in the game. You see it in the top left, right? It says slot 3, slot whatever. One of them is like a jump forward. There's a neutral jump, and it can just help you practice your anti-airing, right? So this is something that, like, if you're me or someone else, you could set this up in training mode very easily, right? Because you know how to do it. If you're not familiar with how to use training mode, this is like a little bit probably more difficult for someone to use, right? So this is cool. This gives you a chance to like,
And
you know, wait, and then you see them jump forward, and then you're like, hell yeah.
Also.
This is also really cool. I think for this, maybe we can pull up the translated version that's on Twitter, because this is the frame data. It has the colors for each thing, and it says, here's what like startup frames are. There's the total time that until the move's over, the recovery. Here's how this all works, and they break it down, and they say, yeah, you know, it's not necessary to memorize any of these values or anything, but just know that this is like, you know, how this works. But they have these bars that show you frame data live while you're using your attacks or whatever. So you can look at the startups and like startup frames, or like what it is on block, what it is on hit, etc., and just take a look at this and see what you're looking at. It's also cool that it's just like a built-in feature that they're willing to show early, right? Yeah, Luke is a lot less annoying now that he's like your buddy that teaches you to fight, I think. Now that he's like this dude who's like, I'll help you out, and like he's your guy, like he's a lot less annoying. He's like your guy that's like, you could do this, bro. You're like, this is 400 pounds. He's like, yeah, bro, hit it for reps. Hit it for reps. You're like, dude, instead of you trying to lift a weight, it's literally just him curling your bench, you know? You're like, all right, well, this guy's strong. The character creator looks hilarious. Like, people are going to make some funny ass character. Oh my God. Look at these beard options. Oh, they got the heiress. You can pick the voice. Can I select James Chen as my character's voice? So that when I lose, he just screams. Ah! He just does the Tekken yell. I'm guessing this is like, this mode teaches you how to fight and teaches you all this stuff. Oh, he's teaching you how to move. Look at Luke go. Luke is just, maybe he's not so bad. Holograms there. This is how most gyms are these days, post-COVID. Whoa, and they have your like joystick in the bottom there.
First, we start with a more.
What, do you start with Luke's style? I think he's like walking like Luke, right? So then you must like have to go. Yeah, that's like his crouch. You probably have all his moves, like his normals they showed already, his jump. If you want to play Chun-Li, you just go find Chun-Li and you're like, all right, let me get your moves. Who's this? Is this some gym punk? Oh shit, it's a gym punk. Whoa. Luke saves your life. Who is this guy? Is this your Pokemon rival? He's counterpicking me already. Yeah, who is this dude? He's just your rival? Wait, he's also Luke. I like how their life bars are so small, by the way.
Tough match.
Uh-oh, he's losing. Losing to the rival? No, you can't lose to the rival. No! Not like this.
Throw the other way. Oh, other one away. I got defeated.
Uh-oh. Not like this. Wait, they gave him the dub? I think it was even. Maybe it's different if you win. I like how people, like this guy, Bosch, is not a playable character. His haircut's out of control. But I guess when Luke is the barometer for hair in the gym, like, you know, Luke's kind of a goober. They made him so much like less cool in Street Fighter 5, you know that? Him just being like this gym goober, you know, who's like your buddy who's just hype about you fighting is so much cooler than how he is in 5. He's just gonna kick you out. This is what the outside looks like, yeah. This game is really far along. Doesn't it strike you guys that like so much of this game like seems pretty done actually? There's no date. All they've said is it's 2023 still, but people are, I think, expecting that it's gonna be earlier because like the training mode stuff looks cool. The single player content looks cool. The launch roster is already announced. What we're really waiting is to see if the online play is good. I guess that's the biggest question mark left about the video game, right? Yeah, they've already announced rollback and crossplay. It's just if the rollback works well or not. I feel like they'll probably get the online play right. This seems like something that they would have had to have focused on, given that the overwhelming feedback from Street Fighter 5 was, hey, the online play is not good. Like the online play in matches has problems, but CFN itself, I think, is incredibly good. It's very easy to dig up your own replays and stuff. So as long as it's the same as CFN or better, which I assume it's probably going to be better, like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fantastic.